What's up, guys? We got some Hydra stuff to talk about today. Something that I always set out to do whenever pushing damage or pushing speeds is to have the fastest or highest damage for a team on the Hell Haze optimizer with the champions from my account. And guess what? Today I did that. On auto as well as on manual, the team that I ran is the highest damage team based on the champions that are inside my account. Of course, there are teams with way more damage, but this is the one that I just now ran. I'll show you guys the video, but this was 100% full auto. You can see on the Hell Hades website, we have exclude manual teams. This team's there, bada bing, bada boom. Amazing, amazing run. Now, with that said, the thing I want to focus on today is the fact that Trunda is still absolutely broken. She's still very, very insane. So if you have a 6-star soul for Trunda laying around, throw it on her, get her into Hydra. She's going to do very well for you. It is gear demanding. You can see it from my champion stats and everything. But I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Trunda should be adjusted more? Do you think she should be nerfed? Or do you think this is okay where she's at? The reason why I don't think it's necessarily okay is because if you look at the Nightmare Hydra scores, the top of the top players are not even doing 2 billion damage. Trunda teams, 2 billion damage is pretty low on the leaderboards, honestly. 3 billion damage, 5 billion damage, 6 billion damage isn't unheard of. And then you have players, the top players, pushing 14 billion, 10 billion, absolutely crazy numbers. And this on Nightmare just dominates Hydra Clash. So if you're somebody putting up, hey, 7 billion damage in Hydra Clash, you're putting up what? Let's see. I don't know. 7 billion damage in Hydra Clash is 30 billion damage on Nightmare. It is crazy. And this isn't nearly as prominent of an issue as it was a few months ago before the Trunda fix, because then one Trunda team would do 50 billion damage plus, and then any other team was barely even able to do 1 billion. So it's definitely way better than it was before. But with the addition of relics to the game, Trunda teams are just getting crazier and crazier. We'll dive into the relics in just a moment. But what I want to do is show you guys the stats of the champions in case you want to build a team. Here's the champions. I'll scroll down slowly. Lydia's in 9-piece Feral. There's Crixia. She could probably be any reset champion, but she's really fast. In her second form especially, she's like 476 basically. So very quick. And then Trunda's build with my Hydra stats. These are all my Hydra bonuses included here, which is pretty good. But let's take a look at this video. So this video is going to show kind of what Trunda's capable of. Now, keep in mind, this was literally 100% full auto. To know that, you can see by the time that it took me to run it, 27 minutes, and compare that to the people who are pushing the highest damage. We can see up here, this is an hour-long run. This is a hour and 37-minute run. This is a 2-hour run. That is about an hour and a half longer than I want to do. An hour run. We have a 55-minute run, another hour run. So basically, all the Trunda teams now are not full auto. This one was full auto, which is pretty nice, but we do take a big damage hit. I'm pretty sure I could push to 1 billion damage with this team, and I didn't save the key to attempt the 1 billion, and if I get it, I'll post it to the community page. But for now, what I want to showcase is just kind of a little bit of a glimpse into the crazy damage that Trunda can do, in case you thought for some reason that she's fixed and that she's just not broken. She's nerfed to the ground, and we just can't really use her. No, she's still absolutely dominating, and with this specific relic, she's doing even better than before. Last week I ran this team. It did 666 million damage, full auto as well. I changed up Wallmaster from Slayer into Merciless, but this week it's doing even better. 600 and basically 700 million damage. But that Trunda hit right there was a pretty well set up one. Granted, 2 heads were not decapitated. If those were decapitated, that'd be an extra massive chunk of damage. But we did 4 million on the one head, 11 million, 8 million, 4 million. So it went from 661 million damage to 692 million damage. Very, very close to 700 million. We have Wallmaster doing his double hit there, finishing up the run, 696.9. Wait, get the funny number. 6.9. Okay, that's I see what you're doing there. That's very, very good. What the heck? Last week I got 666 million, and this week I got 6. Okay, interesting. Either way, this team is still absolutely crazy. Trunda doing 468 million, Athorion doing 143, 100% full auto. I already said that a few times. So the actual presets to this team, I'll show you guys what they are. And I may try to run this again. Actually, I will run this again later on. But Duchess number 1, number 2, Athorion number 1, turn that off. Krisk opens, don't use this because Krixia resets so much that Krisk was only using the A2 and the A3. He basically never used the A1, and I need that decreased speed going off. We have Trunda with the A3 and the A2. Prioritize the A2 for sure. I open with the A3 though, so I can get this HP burn, which helps me boost my attack and everything. Lydia, the A2 and the A3. She's a 9-piece feral, so more debuffs the better. Krixia, we have her opening with this, and then switching forms and going into the reset and the Terminator boosting ability. Krixia is insane, but if you don't have her, you could use, I don't know, a Yumiko. You could probably use a different reset champion, maybe a Lammasu. Might be a little bit weird on full auto, but you could use other champions with some cooldown reset type effects. That's what I was using, actually, before using this team in her spot. I think I was just using another damage dealer. An Emic could even do really well. Give a little bit of cooldown reduction to Trunda. It's basically just a champion in that spot, helping Trunda get more of those A2 skills going off. There's maybe an argument to be made for, since Trunda is in Merciless, turning off this A3, but it does so much damage. If I turned it off, her resets for Merciless would be more likely to go to this A2 versus this A3, but ultimately, I don't think it'd make that much of a difference. Maybe it does, but either way, when I mentioned the relics, this relic I opened today, I forged with 3 epics and 1 legendary, and I ended up pulling the relic that I wanted, which was this one right here, the Arethi Coronet. Now, I don't have the proper gemstones for it. These ones aren't that good, but once I get those, it's going to be even better. But this piece is basically a Nature's Wrath, another Nature's Wrath. So this increases damage after they place debuffs by 30%. So wearer's damage increases by 1% each time they place a debuff. So I need to place 30 of the HP burns, which isn't that difficult to do. She's doing it on full auto. And then her damage is going to be boosted by 30% on top of Nature's Wrath, which whenever she places a debuff, gets 5% damage boost up to 30%. So I don't know how those two add together, but however they add together, it's going to be a massive boost to her overall damage. And we can see that in the actual run. Plus, this gives extra attack, which is even better. More attack, the better. So with her actual build, she has plenty of room to grow. This is not a very strong Trunda compared to a lot of Trundas that I've seen. Attack percentage boots. I could actually go more attack percentage on this banner. Because I do have, I think I have a quad roll. Yeah, I have a quad roll attack, which I may actually put that on her. We lose 30 speed. But with so many resets coming from Krixia, this may actually be worth it, honestly. So I'll give that a shot and see which one performs better. There's no reason not to, honestly. If I could even switch this to attack, it'd be even better. This has crit damage ascensions, very nice. This has attack rolls there. This is not optimal. I wish I had some better Merciless stuff, but I'll get some eventually. But this banner, it's probably going to do pretty nice. Let's go ahead and get this a +8. I'll try to run her again, see what I can get her to do. But I think this extra attack is probably going to be what seals the deal, especially since Krixia's in the team. Because currently, Lydia is getting a little bit off on the speed tune with Trunda, so I'll see what changes happen with that swap. But for now, Trunda's going to be in that attack percentage banner, I do believe. Because she's going to scale a little bit better with that. So Nightmare, let's see what she's at with Hydra. It's going to be over 9,000. Actually, no, it's not. Not quite 9,000. Pretty close. Almost 9,000. But with the passive and everything, she's easily clearing 9,000. And having that extra attack is going to contribute quite a bit to helping her passive scale, helping increase attack, get more value from that, everything. So we'll see a little bit of this run. Like I said, it's literally just set it and forget it. I was doing some King Arthur content while doing this and finished out at 6,969. So give it a shot, guys, if you have these champions. If not, well, you can see what you get to look forward to if you ever do pull Trunda and her 6-star soul. Some pretty crazy things can happen. Matter of fact, we may actually be seeing something insane here. If we can drop this head on the far right, Lydia places decreased defense and weaken, and then Trunda can pop off with another A2, it's going to be some more insanity. Now, I would love for all the heads to be dead and Trunda use that A2 skill, but it's probably not going to be what happens. Maybe. I mean, it could. Most likely not, though. We have Wallmaster about to do his A2. It's just this head right here. This head of suffering makes things a little bit more difficult, unfortunately. So Lydia goes in with a decreased defense and weaken. Trunda comes in with that A2 skill and ruins the Hydra's day, putting up a good chunk of damage. Turn 8, We have 17 million. She's not even fully scaled up with the relic though, because she's not landed very much HP burn. We gotta land 30 of those. So we'd have to land on all 5 Hydra heads, 6 times? So it's gonna take a little bit of time to actually scale up. With Nature's Wrath, it doesn't take nearly as long, but with the relic, it's a little bit longer. But either way, we're scaling up to some very high damage numbers. So Trunda, still dominating Hydra. Is she gonna be nerfed again? I guess we just gotta wait and see, guys. I guess we just have to wait and see. She's not nearly as much of a problem as before. And honestly, it seems to be the Yumiko teams with the biggest issue, though. I mean, there's teams without Yumiko doing 8 billion. I definitely believe that Plarium's fix did make it far better than before, but she's still just doing so much more than the next best teams. I mean, you compare the best Trunda team versus the best non-Trunda team, not even comparable. It's a 1/10 of the damage, basically. But either way, guys, best of luck building these teams. Good luck going for it. Wish you guys huge success. Let me know if you want to see anything else related to Hydra. Let me know if you have any other ideas or suggestions. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let's see if Trunda do one more big hit, and then we'll head out of here. That head's going away. We have a Force Affinity head right there, though. Not my favorite thing to see, because Force Affinity, Trunda does not hit very hard. Well, she can weak hit. And it's just GG's, basically. Reset. Trunda goes A2. Nothing. It's like a wet noodle. A wet noodle hit there. Not a big deal. I would have still done that, even on manual, just because there's no reason to do it on anything else, I don't believe. Because we could still drop these heads just from a smaller hit. But once she gets back around, it's going to be even better. With this Crixia change, I wonder if it's going to make Trunda's damage, not Crixia change, with the Trunda slowing her down, I wonder if it's going to change her damage very much. Because she could technically be getting more A2s and A3s because of how Crixia is so fast and just lapping her. Trunda's not going to get as many turns. I think Crixia is basically going 2-to-1 on Trunda. Actually, no, she definitely is. Crixia's 400 plus speed when Trunda's sitting at 200, basically. So we got another reset there. Very cool stuff. Lydia, unfortunately, won't be able to do her reset, but Trunda comes in with another A2 here. Hopefully hitting 100 million damage before 10 minutes. Yeah, not even 5 minutes, already at 100 million damage. Guys, it's crazy stuff. I kind of want to sit here and watch this a little bit longer while Trunda is in this new build to see how she performs. Because she is going to use her A3 here. This may actually be the key. This may just be straight up better than before, and I may have to redo the video. Is Crixia going to get a reset here? I don't think so. Trunda's probably going to take a turn, right? No. Okay, she may actually be tuned nearly perfect. Having the Crixia at 2-to-1 to Trunda? Except for when she gets eaten. That's not great. What I can do is I could just turn off full auto and then okay, well, it's not really going to do anything here. I can do that. Use the A1 and then have him use the A2 here. So he's going to break the Trunda free. And then hopefully when she comes down, Crixia is going to be resetting or very close to it. So Crixia not quite resetting. Not just yet. But once she resets, it's going to get Trunda back on track, I believe. Which is going to be pretty nice. So no reset at the moment. Trunda's off a little bit. Not a huge deal. She should reset now. And now Trunda gets to come in and do her thing. Absolutely blow everything up. Another A2. This is definitely looking better than before. So I do like this lower speed and more attack. Dang, it's such crazy, crazy numbers. I do want to watch this a little bit more, though, because Crixia may be unintentionally speed tuned correctly with Trunda, which is the perfect situation, honestly. But if my Duchess is placing increased attack and my Lydia is doing decreased defense and weaken, and Trunda's right timings with her stuff, that's excellent. So here, I think, okay, no, it's still a reset. She didn't have the increased attack up, though, which is a little bit unfortunate. We have the Duchess ability coming in just a moment. Okay. I should have done this speed tune before I did that the last run, honestly. Maybe I just do this one. We're not even at 10 minutes. We're almost at 10 minutes. Okay, so we drop that head. I think Trunda's about to be reset or something along those lines. Maybe she can use her A2 here. I'm not for sure. Okay, so she gets her A2 about to pop off. I would like for Lydia to be taking a turn in between here so we can get a little bit stronger A2s going from Trunda. If she gets some cooldown reductions, it's going to be awesome because we'll be able to use her skill a bit better. But we'll see. 9-piece Merciless would be cool. Take more turns, have chances to reduce the cooldowns, all that kind of good stuff. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you all for watching. I don't want to get into testing a ton of other stuff, but I will rerun this team and see how much damage it can hit. Maybe just do it full auto a few more times and see if it hits some pretty high numbers. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. Best of luck, and I'll catch you in the next one.